Get back to work. Go on.
Hey everybody, Gears here with Amy McTinkersome, and we're actually starting on the very first steps of modifying my MonCal flight suit for my X-Wing Pilot outfit. So there's been some preliminary work done, however, we're essentially at step one and want to document it all, so take it away, Amy.
Okay, so the first step we needed to do, the suit fit actually pretty well in the vertical, but not so much in the horizontal. It was a little big and baggy. So the first thing we did, you'll see it's inside out now, but it's a full jumpsuit, is to reduce the seams on the sides, so it wasn't quite so balloonish.
And this was a 2XL, and I'm really more of a XL. However, the way this fits in the shoulders, it's just about perfect. So everything else getting tapered to that is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, your shoulders are a little on the big side. I'm sewing on my grandmother's sewing machine. This is my current sewing machine, and it does straight stitch and only straight stitch. So I basically stitched the seam and then did a couple of rows outside to help the fraying. So hopefully it's going to fray a bit, but then hopefully it will not fray anymore, and we will be in a situation where it'll look okay.
So that's after a few washes, all that fluff will probably...
Yeah, we'll just trim it, I guess. Yeah.
And then the first thing you did is you had me in this with pinning, with pins everywhere, and I bled a lot. And then you did, what was it called, a batten stitch?
What? Oh, I did a basting stitch.
Basting stitch.
A really long, loose stitch, so that we could try it. Yeah. So I did a quick run. Tom put it on and said, "Yep." Did a little tweaking and then put down the proper stitch.
Alright, so now this is essentially mostly tailored to me right now, but what's going to be done next?
Well, just if we were keeping it as a jumpsuit as is, we need to, the cuffs are really big,
yeah,
so
definitely.
we have to kind of reseat everything, bring the cuffs in, make them a little narrower, reseat this a little bit.
Potentially, because this doesn't quite fit me right, we may have to raise the details on the arms to counteract the fact that it's a little...
There are lots of pockets that are supposed to fall in a certain place, and they really don't. So we'll look once the overall fit is set, we'll then look at that.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, and it chokes Tom.
Oh yeah.
This is far too small for his neck. So this is going to come off and get remade. With some fabric, we're going to end up taking off the ends.
Sweet.
For when we hem them, because luckily they're pretty long, so we have some fabric to work with.
Along this way, so it wouldn't have a seam down the middle or something, right?
Yeah, exactly, because look at that shape. Yeah. We want to keep that shape, so it's just going to make it just a little bigger. We just need about another inch, but it doesn't really fit too well. It doesn't look right when it's kind of loose, when it's not choking Tom. So we're just gonna make it a little longer.
Technically, sorry.
I mean, I could do a seam here and just extend it, but it's the neck. I don't want it to look.
Yeah. And technically, with all the reference I've been looking at, the collar wraps around with probably a finger or two width between the collar and the neck, so it shouldn't be really tight. And this thing just barely reaches around. So even though it's a 2X, it just barely snugs like that, and then it's choking me. So it's still a great base to work from, since it's got everything where it needs to be, essentially. So doing the cuffs next, and that's it for tonight's projects.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about the plan to...
Oh yeah, the super secret plan.
Super secret plan? Is it super secret?
Well, we'll do an addendum for this.
Okay. Well, the next step that I am going to be tackling is to just start ripping out this seam in preparation to then rip out this seam and shorten this zipper. So we also bought another zipper, another jacket zipper that will go basically down to here. And then this zipper I'm just going to shorten, so that'll basically be the pants zipper.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 2-zipper situation, hopefully.
And then one right across the waist.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll probably have like one of those little pants hooks that we put right there.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
So it doesn't has a little bit of stability there.
Wicked. I can't wait.
Yeah, good way to start sewing again. It's been a very long time.
Good. I'm good. Thanks for helping, baby.
You're very welcome.
So what part are you doing now?
Ripping
Ripping?
seams.
Is that fun?
Oh, so much fun.
So individual seam by seam, all the way around.
Being
I suppose once you get into the groove, it's kind of a groovy thing.
Yeah, I made all these lovely seams when it was going to be just one thing.
And that's the elastic that's in there naturally?
Yeah. He's got a little piece on either side, kind of the inside the back, on the back side on either side, just to give it a gather. So we're going to have to probably seat this elastic or something else into the bottom half, just to give that kind of, just cool. A little bit of gather.
Yeah. And my wife and I haven't documented a lot of the work she's been doing because typically we're watching TV. So a lot of it has gone totally amiss. As far as I know, it's just lots of sewing. But this is an example of how she goes from moving pockets around. This is the old seam line, and this is how far everything has been moved up as well down here. This would crash into here if it hadn't been moved up from however long. I think the original cuff came down to here. It was all the way to my fingertips. Now it's closer to there. So I've out of battery. Let me go charge it. So let's talk about the super secret plan.
Okay,
And
good. Yeah.
one of my original ideas was that the suit, typically you would get like 2 cheap suits from Dickies, cut one up and make all the pockets and things you need out of it to put on the other. And one other member has gone so far as to cut the suit in half at the waist. So that allows for a lot more versatility with even things simply as going to the bathroom, keeping cool, opening the jacket up without having to worry about the pants, and obviously probably other really good things too. So what we're going to be doing is the MonCal suit happens to have this one big seam going across the middle, and with my lovely assistant Amy Teardown here, she is going to be working some sewing magic, ripping that in half, and we're going to turn this into what?
A 2-piece.
A 2-piece suit, a jacket and pants separately that I would still be able to wear trooping. So if I'm driving my car around, I don't need the boots or the pants, I can just wear the jacket. So
it's going to have a zipper all around, hidden by, this is now going to be very similar to the placket you have here. When you zip up the suit, here. So basically you got, when you zip up your suit in the front, you got this little placket that hides the zipper.
Yep.
We're going to make this thing, this little waistband that is naturally here, it's going to be a new placket. So inside you can see that there's a seam hidden by, I don't know the term for this, but by that band. I'm going to just detach it and get a zipper, a jacket zipper. Already ordered it. And just sew it so we can zip it together horizontally.
yeah, it's going to be sweet. It's
Yeah.
going to, I think in really hot weather, it's really going to help me out too, because being able to get out of the suit even a little is going to stop me from melting.
Yeah, it'd be really great to see you. True X-Wing Pilot from the top, shorts and sandals on the bottom.
Hawaii
I
shorts.
can only be half. It is way too hot to be more than half a pilot today. Anyway, yeah, so that would be cute.
Yeah, and there's one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, the belt itself there, once that's reattached as a jacket, well, not the belt, that is going to be covered by this gray strapping, so that should help to hide the issue that's going on there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't
And we'll
think
talk
anybody-
more about that when we get to that point.
Okay, I'm talking over you.
That's okay.
It's all about me.
I love you.